help you build that growth, right? So self-trust grows with action, right? Not uncertainty, right? So you can be in a position where you're always, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do this, procrastination, you're a talker, right? Or you can put in action and you're getting things done, right? So let's take that into consideration. Moving forward, we talk about practical reframing, right? So how can we be able to help our mindset, right? So how we're able to, like I said, build that self-trust, right? So small things, like I said, good things take time. So, you know what I mean, there's gonna be no answer one day, right? But let's take this, we can do things small, right? So small steps. So make decisions that, you know, that you can actually follow through, right? You can be accountable for. Let these decisions be good enough, you know what I mean? Not perfect, right? We're working for is improvement. We're working on, like I said, at least trying, right? We can show up, right? And then, you know, treat mistakes as information, right? You're not a bum. You ain't, you know what I mean? Like, come on now, like learn, we can learn from these mistakes, right? This is proof that you can trust yourself again, right? So you fall down, you're able to get back up, right? So trust isn't about always being right. It's about that understanding that you're able to handle the outcome regardless of what happens, right? You trust yourself. You're here with yourself, right? When it comes to some micro action, let's be able to, like I said, apply something. Like, so when we take action, we're able to get the results, right? So when we know better, we're able to do better, right? So choose one small decision that you've been delaying, right? Why am I procrastination? Why am I holding back? Why am I not doing what I got to do, right? And then make a choice where you're able to work towards, you know what I mean, getting there, right? So it's not about, like I said, trying to quit or shut down, but like I said, try your best to try. So follow through even if it feels uncomfortable, right? But like I said, this is really what's going to help us get things done and grow, right? Our goal is to not stay in the same position forever, ever. Let's get out of there. Let's get uncomfortable to become comfortable, right? And we're able to have more, you know what I mean, more confidence, and we have a mindset that, with that positivity to get things done and be more effective, right? So you can grow trust, bro. Like I said, showing up for yourself, being more consistent, right? Developing that discipline, right? Doing things that you don't want to do sometimes, or you know what I mean, or you're just in procrastination, like you just don't want to do it at all, right? But by showing up for yourself, by putting in that effort, things will get done, right? So you don't need proof, you just need that practice that you're able to trust yourself by, like, what, putting that effort and showing up for yourself, right? Inner dialogue as well, we gonna leave that out as well, right? Talk to yourself kindly, I mean, on the daily, right? Put up affirmations in your wall. Do what you gotta do. Write things down. Journal. You know what I mean? Develop, you know what I mean? Really develop this relationship. Personal development's really going to help you out, right? And it's also going to help you connect with other people, right? Do more things, be in leadership roles or whatever you envision yourself doing, right? But love lies within. The more time you spend with yourself, all these gracious things and all these gifts are going to come out of you. So I'm letting you know, right?